Good afternoon. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I have modified my sound settings a little bit. I'm still experimenting. I did order a quiet keyboard, so the clunking should be going away shortly. Alright, so I'm back on Mars in my effort to make 1,000,000 credits, which I haven't really started yet, but I'm still working on the basics of the base. Things since episode 2. I did move all my solar to this main chip here. I'm sorry. Oh, I got a spare one. I made one. I forgot I had a spare one. Okay, so let me show you what I did. And again, I've programmed everything so far without using a single housing pin. And I kind of like it. But here you go. So I had all the pipe analyzers and the digital valves to control my exhaust cooling. All I did was add the solar panels and the day sensor, and instead of going after check exhaust, instead of going back to start, I went to solar and made another subroutine, and there's my solar. Makes for a very short program doing it this way. As you see, I've got everything controlled in the front of the base in 33 lines, and I still got a whole ton of lines to go. So my solar panels aren't tracking. Doesn't matter, it's nighttime. There we go. Now, so I got that set up. I upgraded all my stuff to mod 2, or what do you want to call it, level 2. I did a tool thing over here, so I upgraded a bunch of my tools, my mining. I still have to do an upgraded tablet, which I haven't done yet. I don't know why. Alright, so I got my mining tools and stuff set up. The biggest thing I did over here, they spin like crazy when it goes, look at that, when it goes to 180, they just completely flip. Moon now, I never used to do that, but on the moon, this is what they do now. And then they slow down, and then they start tracking when the sun comes up. So this is all new. And I know some of you are going to say, why did you do so many arc furnaces? Because I could. I added 3 solar panels and 1 battery, and I still got plenty of power. So it just made it easier than routing everything into 1 or 2 arc furnace. I just put them all on their own individual ones, at least the ones I wanted to smelt, of course. 3 ores down here that I don't want to smelt: cobalt, coal, and uranium. But I got 1 silo for every ore, or an ingot, I should say. And I always mess that up. And again, back here, all programmed. If you remember my old program, this is about half the size. Let me bring laptop back up here, and I'll show you this. This is so much easier to program this way. I had no idea. Let me import that. And there it is. That's controlling this whole section over here, because all I have to talk to is the centrifuges and the arc furnace. So I have it start on the beginning. It closes the arc furnace gates, and then it goes down and checks regents. I load batch of all the centrifuges, the number of regents, and I average it. So if the average is above 49, then it goes to dump. If not, I have it sleeping 5 minutes or 5 seconds. I could actually raise that a little bit. And then that's when it activates the arc furnace and then goes back. Now, if the regents are higher than 49, then I jump to my dump subroutine. where it opens all the gates, or opens the centrifuges so it can dump the ores. And then I have it load batch centrifuge regents maximum. So this makes sure by using maximum that they're both completely empty. So if one is at 0 and the other one's at 1, this is going to equal 1. And then when they both equal 0, jump back to start, close it up, start all over again. If they're still got more to dump, then it just goes back to dump. Now this program is about half the size of the other one when I was defining pins. So I'm very happy using these set batch and load batch commands once you get them down. And I like not doing pins because if I want to set something up over here, I don't know what I'm at here, not quite. If I want to set something else up over here, it's really easy to do. I don't have to worry about, hey, I don't have any pins left. I can just keep going and going until I use up, I think it's 135 lines of code. And right now, neither of these are even close to it. And this was my old solar one, which I shut down because I put it on this pin. Oh, it just opened. Much better way in my book to program. 30, that doesn't look, oh yeah, 30, 40, it is, one of them, this one, probably 50. So now this is going to dump and see the ores go out here. This is pretty cool. I like this setup. I do it a little different every time with the Deepminers. I only have one Deepminer because this is on normal, so I think, I'm going to be getting plenty of ores with the one Deepminer. But there it's unloading. Now once they're both unloaded, it'll close, and then the arc furnaces, there we go. Now you'll be able to tell which ones have ores, or 50 ores in it by the ones that are staying on. The other ones don't have anything to smelt in. So I have iron and copper, I believe. I think the second one's copper. But only thing I have to watch. No, I don't, because this, even after this is done, it's going to activate every 5 seconds if I leave it that way. So even if there's 2 in here, stuck in here, I guess, it will, once this one finishes, it's going to reactivate anyway, so it'll clear it all out. But that's all working really well. Other things that I think I mentioned I did some power upgrades. 3 solar panels and 1 more battery. I should go to a station battery because one station battery is even a little better than 3 of these, if I remember right. So if I put a station battery here, it would be pretty much equivalent to what I got there. The large one, I should say. Battery C. Oh, I got my 8 set a little too high, I think. My voice cut out there. Helps to spell it right. Battery. Yeah, station battery. What's the power storage on this one? Yeah, 30, what is it? Well, 30, 3.6 million watts. 3.6 million. And if you go to the battery, just go back here, battery, that one. That one's 9 million. So not 3.6, but 9. So one station battery large is 3 of those. So I'm probably going to do that pretty soon here. That way, if I need another one, I can just add. I can even put it next to it. I might just do that. Put it next to it here. Need those. I'm not quite enough power. I could use a little more, but 1 or 2 solar panels, 5 megawatts or 500 watts each. But that's my update. I'm going to keep these relatively short until I start making money. I'm just going to start updating how much I've made, what I'm doing with trading. Before the next episode, I'm going to put my trading over here. I'm just going to start with a 9x9. Might as well go base large, because eventually I'm going to want to do a one where I can pressurize it so I can get the big traders in here, but I won't do that right away. But I might as well start the bottom with 9x9 so I can upgrade it from there without adding to it. Kind of a pain to add to it. I still have not, and this will probably be before next episode, I'm still using the old air in there. In other words, I don't have my inside air recycling. I only have what I started with in here, and I don't even know what this looks like. I'm doing so much work outside that every time, once in a while, I have to come in here and just take my suit off because I get really unhappy. I did add a couple more vents, like the one person suggested. That did help. And I did put them in different cells. Yep, they're all in different cells, so everything's still the same in here. I did, oops, too cool. I'm going to take that back out. I have to set up a controlled cooling system in here. I don't have a controlled one. I do that. Not really recommended. I got down to 5 in here, 4 actually. Might be too put. Yeah, barely growing. It's too cold. It'll warm up here in a hurry though. So that's okay. I got 3 anyway. We'll be all right. That's because I wasn't working outside so much. But everything's good in here, except for the fact that I let it get too cold. Water is good, food's good, eating potatoes. I have not planted my, soybeans and wheat yet. I could start doing that. I got enough room to probably put the oven over here. If you've got to make bread in the oven, you can't make it in the microwave. Even though, if I remember right, it says microwave. You can't make it in the microwave. The microwave, from what I've tried, will not take flour. So it says microwave. I think that's a mistake. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure can't cook bread in a microwave. I've tried it. It didn't seem to work. Maybe I was doing something wrong. But did I take my suit off? I did not. Might as well. I didn't make my soup container yet, but looking at my water light is on. Do I have an? Nope, I don't have anything cooked. Pardon the interruption here, but okay. Maybe before
power low.
Next video. 213. You can hear my keyboard is clicking because I messed with the gate. So now but I think that's arriving on the 11th. So a few more days, you'll have to hear the clicking. Oh, that did go up pretty good. Good. I am recovering power. I'm not losing power, so. But this system's working real good, building up ores. I won't have to go mining probably at all anymore. I probably already have quite a few iron in here. Been running a little while. Of course, you can't really tell. Oh, 5 or 6. So I got 250 iron. Pretty handy. That looks like 2 copper. No gold yet. That would be silicone. And then these are ores. I'm surprised I don't have. Oh, these are going to be minimal. Oh, there. So I got 2 stacks of coal. I don't have a stack of anything else yet. 13 cobalt. Wow, that's not much. Oop. So this was a different way of doing this. And in normal situations, I wouldn't put all these arc furnace here, but since I'm on the moon, I have a lot of power. I'm not concerned about power usage here. You can see it's activating I could probably change that. I don't know, activating it uses power or not. So let's see. I can pop this out, import it just to make sure. So I got it sleeping, so we can make that 10. So now it'll sleep and only activate every 10 seconds. Export, put that in there. Okay. So now it will only flash every 10 seconds or so. One tick doesn't exactly, there it goes, exactly equal a second. It's pretty close. But all right, I think that's it for today. I think by next episode, I'll be making corporate happy by actually doing some trading. I could certainly sell some of my ores. They don't buy all of them. I know they buy coal and silicone, if I remember right, which is surprising. You'd think they would buy gold and some of the other stuff. But I haven't traded with all the traders, so maybe we'll see. I'll get the big traders in here. I gotta make sure I leave this open so they can take off without killing themselves. And pretty shortly here, going to be expanding out the back of the base this way, and if I can, yeah, I can do, when I go out this way, I'll go out this way a little bit too, because it's not very wide. I should go a little bit wider. I kind of like the windows, so you can see the light coming from in here from a long distance away. That makes it pretty easy to navigate when you're mining, which probably won't have to do much anymore. And again, you can hear the clicking because I did change that noise gate because it was cutting my voice out. So now when I talk, the clicking is back. But when I'm not talking, it's there a little bit, but that'll go away shortly. So bear with me on that. But again, if you are listening, let me know if I sound better, like I'm not standing in a cave. I've changed things a little bit. Like I said, it's kind of hard to do this stuff yourself because you know, I don't know what I sound like. I only hear myself through my throat and ears. But okay, good to go. Base is shaping up, expansion, trading, and we'll see you the next episode. Please subscribe and like, follow. I'm going to be shortly on my way to making 1 million credits. Have a good day.